What is up, guys? It's Anonymouse here, bringing you another tips and trick video here, but this time it's on attack. And if you ever find yourself getting kind of confused or overwhelmed on what to do during an attack, just use some of these points that I'll point out to help you get past maybe that learning curve that you're struggling, or that hump that you're struggling to get over. Now, when you're attacking, of course, you want to first find out where the defenders are defending. Now, we're in a custom match here, so I'm not going to try to do it in a game and get absolutely destroyed while I'm trying to explain something. And let's pretend that the defenders are defending this VIP lounge site over here, this master bedroom site. So this would be bomb site here, this room here, and then this room over here would also be bomb site. And there's probably most likely going to be like a rotate here, and they're going to extend site over to this room here, and they're going to have this reinforced. So typically you would think, oh, well, we don't need to take control of this room, right? I mean, this is bomb site on the other side of this wall. But when attacking, one of the best things to do is to get map control. And there's different layers to how you can acquire map control, but one of the most common ways is by using entry fraggers. So I'm Thermite, and the last thing I want to do is to walk in here and try to take a gunfight with the guy that's probably playing right here. He's like, he might play in a zombie on this couch here and then contest the door here, but most of the time a guy will play right here, and he can see to that door from here. He can crouch down on a weird angle, and yeah, they like holding Hall of Fame from this little corner right here, and this will probably be reinforced too, so they're protected. And they might even play like a roamer that plays like elbow right here, so anyone that walks down hallway gets punished. So that's where the entry fragger comes in. Now, my job as a hard breacher, instead of sending my entry fragger in here and challenging this guy that's got a weird angle here, as you can see, that's kind of a tough angle to fight against, my job would be to get this open. And by opening this, you now make it hard for this guy that's playing here to maintain this map control, because this is a choke point right here. If we don't push this guy out and we just let him sit here, if he's good on a gun, or if he's using a DMR, he's probably just going to sit there and pick us off as we walk in. So once we get this opened up, the next step we want to do, and since I'm the hard breacher and I don't want to die taking gunfights, I'm going to be the guy that drones out for the entry fragger. Now, your entry fragger might be an Ash, a Buck, I mean, maybe even a Sledge. Just someone that you're comfortable with taking gunfights with, and if you lose, and you know, someone that if you lose their gadget, like if they die, their loss is not going to end the entire round. So I'm going to drone this guy in, the entry fragger in, and once we take, the entry fragger takes in there, I can either go for this wall here and open that so they can't sit tight in that corner, but realistically, the best spot to plant would probably be on this door here or behind the bomb chassis here. So I would open this, and now that we have map control here, now that we have this map control, right, I don't have to worry about dropping this hatch and getting shot in the feet from the feed holes, because a lot of people like to open this up so when you drop, you can shoot the feet. Like if I drop here and I'm standing here, there's footholes here. So the guy that's playing over there in lounge is going to shoot me through the wall and kill me. So now that we have map control, though, I can drop here, and now I'm in a safe spot. And you could even play a teammate here, maybe an Osa or something on that window. And then we got to make sure that there's not any C4 ops within range of punishing me. But then that's when I use my smoke and, you know, plant behind the bomb chest. And another important part of attacking is using your drones properly. So this drone here, if I take this drone and I put it like right here tucked in this corner, this is a good flank drone. If somebody walks down the hallway from this way, someone on the drone can call it out. If somebody walks down the hallway this way, I can call it out. And using, like, placing your drones in places that you can get intel from them even after you die, because once you die, I can't move this. This drone is stuck once I die. So putting intel or putting gadgets in places where your dead teammates can still help you is a very key and important part of playing attack efficiently. Because if my entry fragger dies, let's say my entry fragger dies, or maybe he trades with someone, and so now he's dead and he can no longer help us. Well, now he can get on a drone and he can give comms, because sometimes one drone can save a round. Like, you might be getting flanked and you don't know it. The guy's slow walking, you can't hear him, and your teammate on the drone goes, hey, you're getting flanked, turn around, and you turn around and you kill the guy, right? So intel can save. One flank drone can completely change an entire round. Now, once you get the bomb down, that's when you can sit back and kind of play time, because most likely, you know, the defenders are going to come rushing in. And if you have this rotate open, you should be able to see all the way from the outside balcony straight to here. So that's good map control. That's what you want. Once we take control of this room here and open up this wall, we have successfully taken the map control that we need, and it is going to make our attack a million times easier. Now, you also need to keep in mind, though, the floor being soft. So if they're playing a Valkyrie, or if they're playing someone with cameras, like maybe a bulletproof camera, and they're playing a C4 operator, you need to make sure that the C4 operator is not underneath, because if he's underneath and there's a camera yellow pinging you, he's going to C4 you the second you try to plant the bomb. So there's different things you need to keep in mind as you attack. You need to maybe send a drone underneath where you plan on attacking. You know, just tell your entry fragger that, because entry fraggers don't really spend that much time droning, they spend more time with their gun. Tell the entry fragger, hey, send your drone underneath sight just to make sure there's not a roamer down there with a C4 that can mess our strategy up. So yeah, that's some of the basics to attacking. Map control is very important. Once you gain map control from the defenders, it makes your attack a lot easier. Like, if we were to not take this room here and just leave it closed, and we tried to press, you know, we tried to take ones and doorways, you know, you're channeling a guy that has a tough angle to contest. And, you know, not to mention, you got the rotate there. So even if we do come in and win our one with this guy, somebody could easily rotate through and take his spot. And yet, you know, now we're funneled into we're funneled into this hallway here. And yeah, it's not great. That's why map control and playing the right op for the right site, for the right strat, is so important. Alright guys, that's it for the video. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date when I post more strats in the future. And yeah, I appreciate your guys' support. And thanks for the support, guys. Peace.